I can't believe this is 17 years since this incident happened, and all because of Indomie. Indomie that they're selling for 23p in Tesco is what has scarred my leg for life.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they past us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. In a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Zoe, and on this channel I do a bit of everything: vlogs, fashion, makeup, hauls, whatever. I do it all. So if you are new here, click that subscribe button and come and join the family. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, you already know who I am, period. You'll probably click this video thinking, huh? Like, what's all this about? But first of all, what I do want to say is, right, if you're watching this on the 15th of February, yeah, it's a celebration. Every year, the 15th of, if today, yeah, because I want to try and get this video out in time, but if I can't, sorry. But if you are watching this, right, on the 15th of February, it's a celebration. Like, seriously? Alright, so first of all, guys, grab your wine, your drinks, your water, your tea, your coffee, whatever it is. Grab something. I'm gonna have some wine because, like I said, it's a celebration, so I'm gonna take it lightly because I haven't eaten today. If you do not have this lip gloss, yeah, Dior, go and get it. I'll link it down below because I'm here to plug you lot. Anyways, guys, enough of the hanky panky. Let's get into this story time. So this event, yeah, took place on the 15th of February 2005. Yeah, I don't usually get emotional talking about it. I don't know why I'm feeling emotional. So yeah, how should I start? Okay, I'm gonna go into it. So let's first of all talk about this year, 2005. I'm like 7. Am I 7? I'm in year 4. Whatever age you are in year 4. I remember class A, Miss Pre, year 4. Yeah, that's my class. That's my year group. So 2005, whatever. Growing up every year, so whatever holidays we had, we would go back home sometimes anyway. So like 6 weeks holiday, Christmas, and sometimes Easter, we'll go back to Nigeria. So I remember 2005, yeah, we've just been introduced to Indomie. Yeah, this is like the first time Indomie has touched down. I remember this because we were obsessed with Indomie, and like sometimes, so whenever, and they weren't selling Indomie in the UK then. So whenever my mum and dad would go back to Nigeria, they will always bring Indomie back. Okay. So let's talk about the 14th actually. So the night before, my uncle, we had one uncle. Long time I can't hear from this uncle though. But we had one uncle called Uncle David, yeah, and he had come down from Manchester and he was staying with us, yeah. So he was home with me and my older sister. And then obviously, yeah. So then the next day, the 15th of February, yeah, my mum and dad, obviously, they've gone to work. So downstairs is basically Ola, my older sister, and this uncle, Uncle David. I've woken up now as a new Indomie fiend. I'm a fiend for Indomie. I said, I'm going to make Indomie. I woke up, I walked downstairs, straight through the front room, and basically the way my house is set up here, like you have to go through the front room to go everywhere basically, apart from like the bedrooms. But I've walked through, I don't think I've even said good morning. I've gone through, and then I've got a pot. There's no, sorry. These times, even up until now, I only eat 1 packet of Indomie in it. But there's no small pots. Like, you know, usually, you know the pots you use for 1 pack of Indomie. There's none of that. There's only the big ones. And I remember the exact pot I used. And it's so funny because I still have the pot downstairs up until now. One thing about my mom, she's gonna buy some solid pots, like seriously. Anyways, I remember it was this like peachy orangey big pot, yeah, that my mom usually uses for rice. That's the only pot that's available. The rest are like the massive ones for like meat and all of that. I thought, you know what, I'll do this one. So I put water in the pot and I put it on the fire. Ola, my older sister, has she's walked into the kitchen and she switched off the knob. In my thinking, why are you doing that? Bear in mind, me and my older sister always used to fight. So I'm just like, well, I haven't said a word to you. I haven't disturbed you. Like, why are you coming to now touch what I'm doing? Like this, you have no business in the kitchen. I was like, you have no business in the kitchen. Anyway, she switched up and then she's walked out. I'm there, obviously there, I put it back on. She's come again. She switched off. And then, guys, when I was younger, I had really, really bad anger problems. That I was so, for such a small girl, I was so angry. She switched it off again. So now I'm thinking, so I remember in the kitchen, you know, what they called hand towels, innit? We used to have bears in my kitchen. So I remember I've grabbed it and there's two. And now I'm chasing and I'm whipping her. Guys, you know, to be whipped by that thing, you know, it's like, it's hard. And I'm making sure I'm stretching my hand back towel. I'm whipping her. And she's running around not the dining table. Is it called the dining table? No, the dining table is the big one. We have, so before, back then, we had a table in the middle of like the front room. I don't know what that's called. That's not a dining table because we have a big dining table anyway. But she's running around that small. So basically she's running around and I'm whipping her. She's running around the TV and the table. I'm whipping her. And then I've walked back to the kitchen, yeah. And my kitchen door, we even still have the same door. The kitchen door is glass and wood. So it's them ones where the actual door is wood, but then there's glass frames and it's slit. So it's three in each row. I've walked back to the kitchen now and I've just booted the door. I've booted the door. This is going to sound so stupid to you lot, yeah, but although it was glass and wood, I was not expecting it to break. Honestly speaking, it sounds, hearing that now, yeah, obviously if you boot a glass window, obviously it's gonna break. I honestly was not expecting it to break. Bearing in mind, I remember exactly what I was wearing as well. One skimpy tank top like this and my pink groovy chick pajamas. I've booted the door, guys. Oh my gosh. As I've booted the door, yeah, I don't know why I'm getting, I actually don't know why I'm getting emotional about this. I don't understand. As I've booted the door and I've looked through the other way and I can't believe it. And I remember I've looked back and Ola's looking at me. I've looked at my leg. I could see my bone. I said, oh my gosh. I said, I can see my bone. So like I've hopped. I've taken my leg back out of the door and I've hopped over to the chair. Guys, my leg is gushing with blood. When I say gushing, Ola's panicking. Ola's run upstairs. If you went to Angela's, you know you had the shirts in it. She got her school shirt. That's the first thing she got her school shirt. And they've come down and they've tied it over my leg. Now I'm panicking. I'm on the chair and I'm just thinking, fuck. Like, in my head, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I broke my mum and dad's glass door. Like, they're gonna beat me. Hey! I'm thinking I'm gonna get in so much trouble because why did I do that? At the same time, I'm thinking, but my leg is, I could see my bone was white. I'll never forget that. I could see the bone. So I'm on the chair now and I'm trying to calm myself down. I remember I was breathing heavily. And then this time, I don't know what had happened in our house here, but the phone lines were not working. Thank God. The way God works here, thank God that this my uncle was in town. He was the only one that had a phone, that had credit. So I remember we've called my dad first, yeah. African men. We've called my dad first, and I remember my dad had to go to court with one of his clients or something like that. So we're calling him. He's picked up now, and they basically said, like Ayo's leg, He said, let me speak to her.
You idiots! They're going to amputate your leg.
Now I am crying. Guys, you know what I mean to cry? How could he say they're going to amputate my leg? I was bawling, yeah. Then they've called my mom. I remember my mom, I didn't speak to her, but they've called her and then she's rushed home, whatever. Then they've called like the ambulance. Or I think they called the ambulance first before letting all of them know. Now I'm laying on the chair. It's so funny because everything that was there 15 years ago is still in my house. We still have the same chair, but back then we had covers. I don't know if you guys had this in your house. If you were like Nigerian, did your parents used to put like covers over like actual like leather chairs? I'll try and find a picture of what I'm talking about, but we had covers over the chest. I remember I'm laying down and like I've kind of calmed down. Then my mum walked in. I remember she walked in on the phone and then she looked at me. She said, oh, are you okay? I said, yeah. Then she's walked to like the kitchen and I could hear her crying. I was just thinking, what have I done? So now I've started crying. I was thinking, oh, this is deep. Why have I made my mum cry? Before the ambulance had come here, I'm starting to lose consciousness. So they're telling Ola to like keep talking to me. So Ola's trying to read me a book. She's trying to talk to me. But honestly, I was struggling to stay awake. So my eyes would be doing like this. And they'll be like, okay, Ayo, wake up. Ayo, so yeah, or try and talk to me, try and talk to me. So then ambulance has gotten here now. They've taken me out. And the paramedics were like so nice. I remember we're in the ambulance. They said, oh, you lazy git. You're still in your pajamas. It's noon. Taking me to the hospital now, and then I've not gone. I don't want to say gone because that sounds so true. I'm not. What is the word? I've lost consciousness, isn't it? I'm gone, so I can't. I remember walking in there, wheeling me, and I remember seeing white lights on my face. I remember hearing bare voices, and then that was it. Later on, when I had woken up, I was in like a room. And they had asked, I think they were doing something on my leg. They were checking something, like to check what the thing was. And I think they asked my parents, like, if they want to see it. Guys, the way they shouted, I was just thinking, damn. I didn't want to see it because I said no. Because I'd seen it in the house and it already looked terrible. So I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, their reaction. Especially my dad. My dad is someone that he's not really... You know, men, African men, they always want to be mature. My dad is not someone that's moved. So for him to react like that, I just thought, what have I done? So yeah. Then I've woken up now. They've moved me to like my ward. I'm on my bed. My dad was next to me and he said that Ola and my mum had gone to Upton Park to go and get me snacks. They came back, cookies, Doritos. Guys, all the things you can think of. And don't forget, guys, I'm like 7. So I am happy. And don't forget, what you need to remember is I haven't eaten the whole day because this all started when I wanted to make Indomie. So I'm thinking, yeah. They're packing. So I remember my mom's packing the things onto like my small desk next to me. The nurse comes and they say, yeah, I'm going to go into theatre like in a few hours. I have to be, nil by mouth, no food, no drink. Sorry. Starving. All my favourite snacks my mum bought for me. And I was just thinking, what the hell? So I think I was going into theatre like around 11. I remember. So my mum, after my mum had stacked the things, she said she's going to go home and tidy the house because obviously no one had been home. Everyone's been at the hospital with me. So all the glass is on the floor. So she went home and then she came back. When she came back, she said that I don't know why I feel sad because I've never ever felt sad about talking about this. I always feel like, oh yeah, like this happened, oh yeah, I booted it. But I feel like now going through it because I've never actually spoken about all the events with the thing. It's just, oh yeah, I kicked the glass on, I've slipped my leg sort of thing. She said that like my flesh was hanging in the door, in the glass, and like there was this glass everywhere. So she had to like cut out the rest of the glass. Like, I will insert how my kitchen looked. I saw it in kitchen door. They just came and months later. But I'll get to that anyway. But I will insert something to show you how my kitchen door looks. So then, because I've booted through, obviously glass came up, but not everything. So my mum had to clear the rest of the glass so no one injured themselves again and whatnot. So yeah, she came back and she's like, oh, how like, yeah, like my flesh was in the door and like I think she said she chucked the cover away from the chair. I think that's when we scrapped the chair covers, because she said that the chair, the cover was soaked in blood. So mum would come back now, then it's time for me to go to theatre. And then I remember they'd given me the thing that will make you sleep. I'm doing my, I'm trying to fight. I said, I'm not gonna sleep, I'm not gonna sleep, I'm not gonna, out cold. So then went into theatre, obviously, is unconscious the right word? I'm unconscious, I'm not, yeah. So I've woken, I remember I woke up at 1:38. Something about me, which is really weird, I always remember like the times, like the actual time. Woke up at 1:38, and I remember my dad sitting next to me, and he was eating Chinese. And this is how our Chinese shop now became our Chinese shop. So he was eating Chinese, and I remember I woken up and I was like, oh, my baby, are you okay? I said, yeah. He said, oh, the theatre went well, that I'm eating king prawn fried rice, do you want? My dad was now feeding me the king prawn fried rice. And I don't, you know what, I'll be very angry if I cry. Because it's a celebration, because how many years later? My eyes are actually really watery. Happy 2005, 10 gets you to 5. Guys, this was 17 years ago. I'm so sorry. I feel like anyway, so let me continue the story. So obviously, they've also put me in a cast, innit? So they've like stitched it up or whatever. There's like a cast. And if you guys remember in my, I think it's How Well Does My Mum Know Me? Or my mum tag. I'll link whichever one it is, I'll put it somewhere. But my mum briefly spoke about this, like, and what the doctor said to her, oh, like this pretty little girl, like I'm sure she wants to be a model, that I'll do my best.
Zoe Ldn, when she was young, like I said earlier on, that she was very naughty. She had an argument with her sister. She want to cook, she said don't cook. Won't cook, can't cook, want to cook, yeah? So she got angry because her sister kind of shut the door. She kicked the door with her leg, boom, like that. And the leg stuck into the broken, oh my God.
After my dad had been feeding me, I needed to wee, but I couldn't stand. So my dad's had to carry me, and then they've given me the, what do they call it? You know, the cardboard thing that you can wee in, basically. That's what I had to use to wee. I'm thinking like, fuck, how can I not know? How can I not stand on my leg? How can I not walk? What had actually happened? All I done was kick the door. And I'm thinking like, what I done wasn't even a mad thing. Like, why is this? Do you know what I mean? And because I'm so young as well, I'm not deep in that. I've actually done a very mad thing. Sorry guys, not my camera dying mid-sentence. A few days later, someone came to try and like teach me how to walk with like crutches, but it was like, it was a myth. Like, I actually couldn't. Eventually, when they were like, okay, well, it's all that's left now is basically just for me to heal and be doing like not physio, but to elevate all these things that they were telling me to do, so that I can like start walking again or whatnot. So they discharged me, and then I was home for like 8 months off school. I couldn't walk, so I couldn't go to school. Had a cast on. A few months after, maybe like 2, 3, was it like 2 months or 3 months? They sent a letter for me to come and get my stitches like removed. That was the worst pain ever, guys. I was screaming. Like that was disgusting. And my stitches, my leg was purple. It wasn't cute, it wasn't nice. Like it actually wasn't nice. Yeah, so obviously I was just home, running up the phone bill, playing brain teaser, because daytime TV then was dead. There's not like now we have like all this like Netflix. I don't know if Netflix was even out back then, but I don't think I knew what Netflix was. It was just your normal Sky, innit? But daytime there's nothing. It's just 60-minute makeover, brain teaser, all these sort of shows at my young tender age. I'm not interested, but I was calling for brain teaser thinking, yeah, I might win, even though you have to be over 18, so I don't know why I was doing that. But I remember my class made me a card, so they sent it to my house. All my classmates signed it, which was really cute. I was insecure for a very long time about my leg. Like, I'm talking about primary school. Like, I would only wear jeans and boots that covered the scar. Like I wouldn't put my leg on show. There was just no way. There was no way. This is obviously after I've healed and now I can start to walk again. I was only wearing long things to cover. I was just thinking like, this is nasty. I don't know if I could show you guys now. Guys, I didn't even cream my leg. So now I'm gonna cream my leg so I could show you. I have 2 stitchings. So I think the long one, I think it had 50 something stitches, and then the shorter one had, I think 23 if I'm correct, or 20 something. It was only when I got to secondary school I started to show my leg and not really care. Prior to that, it was a no-no, because I was just thinking, oh my gosh, like, what are people gonna say? People are gonna be staring at my leg. Oh my gosh, this is so ugly. Even up until now, sometimes I forget I have this thing on my leg until I see it. Then when I see it, I'm just thinking, I wonder what people see. I wonder what people like think when they see my leg when I'm out. Because me, you know, I like my skimpy clothes. I'm always in dresses. I'm always in shorts. Cycle shorts, dresses is my go-to. So I'm just thinking, like, I wonder, like, but sometimes I actually forget that it's on my leg until sometimes I'm chilling in bed and I look at the leg, I'm thinking, ew. And to be honest, I'm scarred for life. I think so anyway, because it's been 17 years now, guys. I can't believe this is 17 years since this incident happened, and all because of Indomie. Indomie that they're selling for 23p in Tesco is what has scarred my leg for life. I can't. But like I said, yeah, today's a celebration. We're celebrating because, like, I think I tweeted like maybe 3 years ago something like, oh, on this day I couldn't think, but now not only can I walk, I'm an Zonto warrior. If you know me, I like to dance. And it's like, it's literally only God, because I actually could not walk before. And like, God bless my whole family, but my dad, I'll never forget, like, I couldn't, obviously my house is stairs, isn't it? We've got upstairs and downstairs. To go to bed, like, my dad, oh, no, sorry. I don't know why I'm getting, because I'm not going to cry. I don't care, I'm not crying, because look at my face. I've beat this face for the gods. So I'm not going to cry. But when I just think about, like, obviously he's my dad, he's my parent, of course but it's just like, I'll actually never ever forget that my dad, like, if I'm downstairs, he will carry me upstairs. In the morning, he will come to my room to take me downstairs, to carry me downstairs. And it's just, oh, I keep saying, God, I don't want to cry, but looking back on it, to me, it was just like, oh yeah, fine, woo. Obviously, my dad, I'm small. Don't forget, when I was young, I was very small, skinny and like small. So back then, imagine your dad's just picking you. You don't have to walk downstairs. Special treatment. Like, all aunties and uncles are coming to see me. They're giving me money. But through everything, what sticks with me is how my family, like, looked after me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't. I always say I can't when I'm about to cry, because I can't. Like, that is just... And someone else be thinking, is that it? He just carried you up and down the stairs. Yeah, you can think that's it, but it's something that I will always remember, because on top, I couldn't walk. Because really and truly, after a while, when I started getting to, when I was here for like 4 months or so, I kind of learned how to go down the stairs by myself. So I would sit down and I would basically like that. That's one thing when I think about my dad. When my dad annoys me, yeah? Because my dad annoys me. When my dad annoys me, that's one thing I always remember, that, nah, when my leg was broken and I couldn't walk, yeah, you were actually out here carrying me on your back. Nah. It's too cute. Still scarred. But I'm not insecure no more. I don't think I am. Someone made a comment about my leg like 2 years ago. And in my head I was just thinking, love. Can you guys see it? I don't know what you guys can see, but let me try and come close. So this is the big scar that goes all the way around, like to there, and then the little one, I don't know if you guys can see, is right there. So that's the scar, and it comes all the way around to here. And the worst thing about this is when I go to Nigeria and I get mosquito bites, they always like to chew my scar. That's deep. I hope you guys saw it because I've been bending my leg in my room for you people. So I hope you guys are able to see my scar. And that is 17 years later, so imagine when it was fresh. Like the whole of my bottom leg was just, my right leg was just written off. Like, I remember the first time I'd ever showed my leg, I remember we were out. Then someone said, hey, what, you got a tattoo? In my head I was thinking, don't be daft. How does this look like a tattoo? I said, no. So then, what's that on your leg then? In front of bare people. And you know back then, yeah, back in the days, boys were ruthless. I said I kicked the door. I'll try and get a video and insert my kitchen door so you guys understand. I didn't learn my lesson because a few years later I punched the glass and I cut. It's healed now, but I had cut my pinky. I punched it. Once again, my sister annoyed me. Clearly I get very annoyed, but I didn't behave like that, guys. Anger is bad. Don't provoke me to anger. That's why I do not like getting angry anymore, because anger is such a dangerous, it's a dangerous thing. Honestly, you can do anything, you know, when you're angry. So that's why I started off saying that today is a celebration, because really and truly, I'm just so thankful because, like I said, not only can I walk, I can also dance now. So, yeah. Don't know why I was feeling really emotional in the beginning. And I remember when I was young, I loved to dance. Don't know if I can find any of like the old videos, but when I was younger in primary school especially, I loved to dance. That is how and why I couldn't walk for 8 months. If it is the 15th of February and you're watching this, cop a cheers. And even if it's not the 15th, you're stumbled across this video, thank you for watching this video. Celebrating. So every time you watch this video, just know it's a celebration. So every time, yeah, you watch this video, I need you to comment down below. Do you know what I mean? Every time you watch this, no matter when, even if it's past the 15th of Feb, yeah, and you're watching this, to celebrate, just come and comment some champagne bottles, some glasses, some clinks, like, because we're celebrating, because really and truly, this could have gone a total different way. I don't know what way. Like, let's say now that I actually couldn't actually walk again, then what? I'm just so grateful. God is just so good. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for always supporting me. Please like, comment and subscribe. Y'all know that I love you. I tell you guys all the time, like, and it's not cap. It's actually not cap. Like, you lot are actually gang. Do you know what I mean? Like, you guys are gang. So yeah, comment down below, have your glasses, take a shot for me, because we're celebrating 17 years of me walking. These boots were made for walking, okay, that's what they are gonna do, eh? One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Best. Oh, that would be a nice mix, imagine. I can be a DJ, you know. What did I say is, it's a celebration. You guys be drinking your drink. I should have drunk with an empty stomach. Like I said, yeah, we're celebrating. We are celebrating. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and watch my other videos. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, period. That's on what that's on. Slap.